Hey, Dick. How you doing?
Fine.
Sorry I haven't been around. I forget how big and lonely this place can be.
That's okay.
As it turns out, I may have some free time starting tomorrow. How'd you like to catch the Gotham Knights season opener? Box seats.
Great.
I know it must be very difficult.
If only I could have stopped him. I saw him coming out of the tent. I knew he didn't belong there.
I know. You keep thinking, if only I'd done something differently. If only I could have warned them. But there isn't anything you could have done. There isn't anything either of us could have done.
Your mom and dad? Does the hurt ever go away?
I wish I could say yes. But it will get better in time. For you. That I promise.
You deceived me!
Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Trip Around the Multiverse with your host, the Vengeance of the Night, Kyle Charles, and
and the wow, yeah, because it's very limited what I can say.
yep.
And well, here's it. The old man who just basically pushed away all his proteges to the point where he had to have his son/clone be his new protege randomly. See why, Chum?
And today we are going to honor and speak about the late Kevin Conroy, who played Batman since like 1992.
Yeah.
And animated wise, you know, he provided the voice of Batman and Batman animated series and all its spin-offs and even the Arkham games and the Injustice games. Yeah.
Yep. And actually played Bruce Wayne one time.
Yep.
In Crisis on Infinite Earths,
yes.
CW crossover, which is okay. Here's the thing, right?
Yep.
It was kind of strange, but at the same time, it was like, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you hear the voice first, and you kind of like assume a certain not look to him, yeah.
Yeah.
But you're so used to what the animated Batman looks like with that voice.
Yep, that's true.
And then you see the Kingdom Come style Batman in the cyber suit and stuff like that, and you're like, oh. And when I say the walking disability suit thing.
Yeah.
Which I've got to say, it's kind of strange when you look at it this way, right? So he's got an actual suit, right, underneath it, and then that thing on top of it. So he gets dressed a certain way, and then he has to put his suit on top of it.
Yeah. Or does someone put the suit, like, put him in his suit, and then they put that suit on him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just realised that's weird.
But I think he done that really well, actually.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen this guy act in person, like a live action, right?
Yeah, neither have I, no.
But when he was talking to Ruby Rose, as the Bruce Wayne character, right? Because she was playing Kate Kane. I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? He's when he's explaining stuff, he's like stuttering and he's quivering, like his mouth's quivering and stuff like that. And you're like, you know what? Yeah, what happened to his Kate Kane and what drove him to be the way he is? I'm like, oh, actually pretty well.
Yeah.
Don't know about the mysterious heel turn at the end, but
yeah, that was.
Accept it because you're like, all right, it's cool to see this guy in the role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a bit like.
Don't have to like it, right?
But I don't think he was meant to like him.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, he with the more I watch, the more I think, you know what? Yeah, because I watched like it multiple times. I'm like, it works, right? If you take aside from the fact that your personal bias of Batman should not be that way or whatever, right? Or Kevin Conroy should have played Batman that was a bit more noble. Aside from all of that, you're like, yeah, actually, you know what? It works. It's fine. It does exactly what it needs to do and stuff like that. Even though if you're gonna say ignobly how he got electrocuted and stuff like that, but the fact he's like, all right, I'm gonna punch Supergirl in the face.
Yeah, and then I get killed by electricity.
Yeah,
kind of.
But the thing is, when he's made his armor, right, his cybersuit weapon, punches Supergirl in the face, she goes flying. You're like, what happened there? How did that work out? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he just switches the thing to like the green kryptonite. But my magic is, you've already killed Superman, right?
Yeah.
Why Why are you wearing this kryptonite suit thing?
Because you never
That's
know when
within
the
your
kryptonine's
armor.
going to come, you know.
Yeah, and then that stuff poisoned Lex Luthor's arm that he had to cut it off. A hand where they had to cut off at one point. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
So
So it would have been cool for him to be in it and play Batman Beyond Bruce Wayne. Like,
nah.
No?
I kind of like that he was the Batman that went all
Off the
out.
deep
Like,
end, yeah?
yeah.
Well, no, I
Because
say
I like the plot twist. Like, oh wow, that's that.
yeah.
I didn't see
Well,
that.
he pulls it off when you watch in the vacuum. He actually pulls it off really well.
Yeah.
That I'm going to put it that way. Yeah. But yeah, this have you actually seen him? Other than that, have you seen him acting in live action before?
No. That was the first thing I've ever seen him in. Ooh, wow.
Right. Would you say that you reckon he could have pulled off being Batman if they cast him in a Batman film?
No.
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 Why would you say that?
I don't know. He just doesn't have that. I don't know what he might look like when he was younger, but from what I've seen, I don't think he had the sort of stature, if that's the word, to pull off a physical Batman.
Okay.
Unless you
You don't mean the height? You just mean like the build?
Yeah, the build and the presence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you would have said Michael Keaton's 5'7".
Yeah, but
he
Michael
pulls off
Keaton's
that.
got that intense look to him. You know,
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
like
All right.
Kevin Conroy. Not till he got older, he didn't really have that intense look to him. He just looked like a dude.
Well, I mean, he looks like a friendly dude, and that's not what you expect when you're looking at Bruce Wayne, right?
Yeah.
Like you're looking at a guy who's pretending to be foppish,
Yeah.
but has some serious intensity behind him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess like yourself, you first heard of him in Batman, the animated series, right?
First heard him in Batman, the animated series, back in, I want to say, 1993 or whatever, whenever it came out on our TVs in the UK. And yeah, from then, like, his voice was like, wow, this guy. Like, his voice got better as the shows went along. When you, like, watch it back. Like, oh, yeah, he didn't sound that intimidating when you first watch it and stuff. But as it goes on, his voice becomes a Batman. And it's the Batman I hear when I, like, read Batman in comics and stuff.
Yeah, I will say this as well. Same as you. It's like he started off a certain tone as Batman, but I think more later on he started differentiating his Bruce Wayne and his Batman.
Yeah.
Like I want to say it wasn't a growl, but it was deeper.
Yeah.
Right? It wasn't like the Christian Bale growl, right? And as you're saying, right? So when you're reading the comics, I kind of have this voice in my head ish. I definitely do not have the Christian Bale voice. I tried reading it, my Batman comics, with the Christian Bale voice.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like, no, he cannot say this dialogue. Like, not necessarily he can't say this dialogue, right? But when you're growling like that, you have to pause in different places.
Yeah.
You can't say super long sentences.
No, because your voice is like, well, Batman's voice would be fudged if that was the case.
yeah. But when you're reading as the Joker, right?
Yeah.
Which Joker voice do you usually read? As?
Probably Mark. I say probably. Yeah, Mark Hamill's voice I use.
Yeah. Well, I was saying, I would not read the Joker as the Heath Ledger voice.
No.
Maybe not until recently, where they're doing the speech bubbles, kind of like that weird font.
Yeah.
Because it was more like normal font, right? But the crazier he goes, or the crazier they display in the comics, right? As far as all the presentation, right? I kind of start reading with the Heath Ledger voice and be okay, but I think kind of just turns into the Mark Hamill voice at some point because you're just you have to consciously try and keep it that voice.
Yeah. And that voice is hilarious, and it goes from left to right, up. It's a great voice.
Speaking of Batman the Animated Series, the Mask of the Phantasm, right?
Yep.
What was your opinion when you first watched that movie? Because my friend told me this is way back about 20 years ago or something, right? Oh, shit, it's more than 20 years ago. It's more than 20 years ago. It's like 30 years ago.
Yeah, it is. I don't want to bring that up. But yeah.
I remember my friend in primary school telling me, "Oh, yeah, it's a really good Batman movie," and I watched it. And I was like, "Oh, it's all right. It's all right." I mean, but when you set your expectations too high because someone told you stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's your first impressions of the Mask of the Phantasm?
When I saw it as a kid,
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Because that's not aimed for kids whatsoever.
Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is, when I rewatched it while when I was years older, but you give it a second watch, not when I was a kid, but like later on. Yes, you're right. It's not. It's very good.
Yeah.
Right. But it's not aimed at. I mean, as a child, you don't. It's kind of dark for a children's film.
And it's kind of too much for a kid to take on or like pay attention to.
Well, no, it's that. I think, yeah. Parts of it is that, and parts of it is like you see what's going on, but you don't process what's going on.
Yeah. And like,
I'm like, oh, why isn't there more action? Why isn't it? But it's like, no, a lot of this film builds because of stuff that's happening on screen.
Yeah.
Like what the characters do. Like, why is Batman not beating up people? It's like, no, that's not what this is about.
Yeah, and like we said as a kid, it's you want to see Batman punching people.
Yeah.
And not learn about the backstory. But when you hear the backstory and stuff, like, oh wow, this is a pretty good film.
Yeah. I'm like, why is he trying to stop being Batman? No, he that's the whole point of this movie.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, wow.
When he's under the parents' grave and he's like, well, I never expected to be happy, and I was like, oh man.
Yeah, like ooh.
Yeah. One of the key things I do remember is when Andrea Beaumont's like slapping the hell out of the Joker, and he's reaching for like the chopping table, yeah.
Yeah.
And you got the sausage that the machine was chopping earlier. You got the knife and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And your son's getting close to the knife, and the next thing you see is him smacking her across the face multiple times, right?
Yeah.
And he hit her with the sausage, the big massive bologna. I'm like, what? Okay.
Okay, this is.
And then another one of the other things is like when he's on the train set, standing on it somewhere, super balanced somehow, right?
Yeah.
But he's just riding on top of the train set, right? The mini small Thomas the Tank style train set, and then just shifts his pose into like the Silver Surfer gliding pose.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how many people can pull that off, right?
Not many.
As a cartoon, I was like, all right, that's kind of funny. Yeah. But when you're like, logic doesn't need to apply in this film. It's fine.
What is logic? Like you say, like, what is logic? You don't need this stuff.
Yeah.
Really
I'd say what with the credit sequence, you know how like you got the Batman animated series theme, right?
Yeah.
At the beginning of this movie, they got the orchestral kind of like chanting that goes behind it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are they chanting? What is it?
What are they?
It'd be hilarious, by the way, if they were just chanting the credits.
Oh yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Or like the people in the film, like in when Deadpool was fighting Juggernaut.
Yeah.
And they had the in Deadpool 2, and they had the people chanting "Holy, holy,"
Yeah. Holy. Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be jokes if there was something like that where it was they talking. Yeah, you're just kind of chanting the name of the actors or the voice actors, isn't it?
Kevin Conroy.
Yeah. Not like that, no, but like you really super slow version, like.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, have you seen Mystery of the Batwoman?
Yes, I have. Yes.
See, now, I saw it, right? Okay, so the Batwoman TV series where Ruby Rose stopped being Batwoman, then you got Ryan Wilder, right?
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Yeah, why don't you just take a cue off this, right? Where you had, because there's 3 Batwomen.
Yeah.
So you could have just had in that series, you have just like multiple Batwomen all together, of course, but just be like, then you're following the different people being Batwoman ish, kind of,
Yeah, that would have made more sense.
Yeah, you like rather than Ryan Wilder just happen to find it and blah blah blah, you could have just had a couple of other people within that, and then you can in that way to kind of help you with the disguise, because if that's Batwoman and that's Batwoman, the Batwoman over there, how many,
Yeah.
you can always just claim you're not Batwoman because the Batwoman's over there,
Could like, because they're kind of doing that now with Batgirl now.
Batgirl, you mean Batwoman?
Nah, like, in the comics, I think at the moment.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's Stephanie Brown and Catherine Kane.
Cassandra
Kane. Sorry, Batgirl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Batgirls, yeah. And then Oracle being Oracle and not being Batgirl. All right.
Yeah. They could have just done that. Well, weird.
Yeah.
Well, Batwoman is cancelled now anyway, sadly. But,
yeah. Well, actually, before, did you actually... So before you said you might give Batwoman a go watching it, right? Did you actually start giving it... did you actually start watching it? I know the thing is, it's on about season 3, so you got 66 episodes to watch, so it's kind of like a lot, but...
Nah, but I feel to do it now, but then it's like, what do I get at the end? Unless it's like a definitive ending, which I doubt. It's like, oh, so it just ends on a cliffhanger. Awesome. Yay, sort of thing.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Have you seen? I haven't watched it myself, right? But I have read the comics. So Batman, Superman, Public Enemies.
Yes, I have seen that.
Have you read the comics as well?
Yes.
How?
It's they make, because in the comic version, Nightwing, Superboy, and all that stuff's in it,
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie version, they're out of it.
Oh, they just decide they're not going to be in it.
Yeah, like any of the Bat family and the Superman family are out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still good though.
Yeah.
Having Kevin Conroy and John Daly.
Yeah.
Who did Superman's voice? Yeah, having them two together was pretty cool. Like, I miss you guys together.
Have you? Oh, damn it. Tim Daly.
That's it, Tim Daly. I'll get John Daly from.
John Daly's his son, I think, who also does voice acting.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember. Maybe his son also did. I know his son did voice acting. I can't remember if his son has done a Superman voice acting. And I don't know if his son's name is John. Actually,
I don't know where I got John Daly from.
Yeah.
Sam Daly.
Is it Sam Daly?
Yeah, it's one of his sons. I don't know where I made the John Daly from. Oh, big crazy. Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Okay, I'll have to. Okay, I'll have to come back to it because I'll have to quickly do a research on it because I can't remember what it was exactly. Yeah. But if you move on to something else while I have a look, I'll give you the hot tag for a minute while I search this other thing that I need that's relevant.
Okay. I'll talk about the sequel to this film then as well. Then, you've seen Batman and Superman, or Superman Batman Apocalypse, right?
The one with the Supergirl in it.
Yeah.
No, I have not seen it. I've read it, but I've not seen it.
Again, they changed stuff in that. It's okay.
Yeah, but this is the one where Batman just punches Darkseid in the face.
Yeah, but then Darkseid just takes Batman for a complete like a mug. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's the funny thing, and this is the one where in the comics, anyways. But I can when I'm reading it, I'm kind of getting Kevin Conroy vibes from it, where he's like, "Well, yeah, okay, I've come in, I've just taken your Apocalypse in armor, and I'm gonna punch you in the face with it."
Yeah.
And Darkseid's like, "Bitch," yeah, sends him flying, and then he says, I could kill you. I could, you're not like the Kryptonian or the Amazon. You're just a mere mortal man. What can you do to me? And he's like, well, tell you what about them bombs that have been planted, the nukes that are all over Apocalypse, yeah? Let me tell you about that, Darkseid. And Darkseid's like, oh no.
I actually believe you would do it. So yeah, like wow, that took a dark turn. Wow.
Yeah.
Batman's a murderer. Awesome. Yeah.
Well, he threatened with murder, and Darkseid's like, all right, well, you scum human bastards, which would fight each other for pettiness.
Yeah.
I believe you would do it, right?
Yeah. You're not like the Kryptonian or the Amazonian. I know you would.
Who actually care for the world.
Yeah. Other than you just care about Gotham and that's it.
Well, no. What he meant is the human race, though.
Who cares about your human race? What is the human race?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the human race don't even care about each other, so at the end of the day,
Yeah. just looking at this now, I've totally forgot that Batman Mystery of Batwoman came out after Batman Beyond Return of Joker.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. Batman Beyond Return of Joker seems so. I want to say recent or
But
something like that, but
I just always thought it came out afterwards.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like a 3-year gap between them. I was like, oh wow, that's okay.
You know, I have to say to you now, I don't know who John Daly is.
No, but I'm
No,
pretty
he's
sure
not
there is
really-
someone
he's
called John Daly. I don't know
Sorry?
who it is. I'm pretty sure there is someone in this realm of existence called John Daly.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not. I've just had that look at the quick thing that I was going after, right? To bring it back. Have you ever watched The Daily Show?
Yes.
No, the Tim Daly and Sam Daly Show. It's on YouTube. It's called The Daily Show.
Okay.
Daily Show TV, right?
Yeah.
And they I think they do skits and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And there was one skit where it's very silly, about 5 minutes long, right?
Yeah.
But Kevin Conroy is also in it.
Yeah.
And Tim Daly's obsessed with Superman because he believes he is Superman or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And then Sam Daly's like, no. You are a voice actor for Superman. You are not Superman himself.
Yeah.
And then he's like, look. You should do these normal tasks, right? You need to get your mind off who you think you are and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then they start. He starts trying to show him stuff that is somehow related to Batman stuff, right?
Yeah.
Accidentally. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's like being haunted by Kevin Conroy's voice.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you should watch it's a short episode. It's kind of funny, but I think at the end of it, Kevin Conroy grabs him and does the Batman speech from Dark Knight Returns.
Okay.
You see my throat. You might, your last days. You'll see my hand on your throat or something like that. You know that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's quite funny. I think you should check it out at some point.
I will because Kevin Conroy is my dog, and I love everything he does.
But like you're saying, right? When he's the thing is, okay, if you put him in a Batman costume and he does the Batman voice, right?
Yeah.
You would accept him playing Batman. But what you're saying is when he takes off the Batman clothing and stuff like that, right? When he costume, whatever, right?
Mm.
You're saying you quite accept him as a Bruce Wayne that would be Batman.
Yes, I wouldn't accept him as a Bruce Wayne. That would be a Batman. No.
But then would you how do you accept? No, when I say how do you accept, I'm not countering. I'm just saying how does the Robert Pattinson Batman seem to you?
Like a emo crying boy.
Do you accept him as when he's put the Batman costume on? You accept him as Batman, right?
Yeah, but I don't accept him as Bruce Wayne.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, just not to pick on Robert Pattinson. It's just like you say, the way his Batman was doing fine. His Bruce Wayne was written a bit too skewed on the darker. Well, I want to say the emo end of the scale.
Yeah. I would say that. Yep.
Have you seen Batman Gotham Knight? The animated.
Yeah. That's the
movies?
one that came out before The Dark Knight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think was marketed as though it was
Something to do with it, but it wasn't.
Yeah, but it wasn't. Which I believe it could have been. It could have been, right?
Yeah.
But I think they just made too many changes that it just wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't know if they had an idea of what the Dark Knight was going to have.
Because I got from that, I kind of got do you remember the Animatrix?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that vibes from it. Like, this could be canon if we wanted it to be, but we don't.
Yeah. Actually, funny enough, I got it with my Arkham City Batman statue set thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so the Arkham City box set, I say the box set, the special edition had the Batman statue with it.
Yeah.
And it had this with it as well.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Oh. They're smarty pants. Okay. But yeah, no, I don't remember much from Gotham Knight. But
The what?
Kevin Conroy, he voiced Batman in that though, isn't it?
Yeah. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Yeah, because I
It's
couldn't remember
relevant.
if, like, is like in one of them did he just feel a voice in, but he voiced in all of the little shorts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And I think one of them even, and they have like background information on it as well, like behind the scenes and stuff. And one of them, he's playing a very young Batman,
Yeah.
very young, like year one or something like that ish, right?
Yeah.
And they were talking about, maybe they'll recast that particular episode
Yeah.
because Kevin Conroy doesn't sound like a young man, right?
Yeah.
But he's like, no, I can pull it. Let me go try and pull this off. And he's like talking about how he has to do it differently because he has to play younger, which means he has to kind of took a bit more with like slightly faster vibes to show more energy.
Yeah.
And then maybe not as deep as his usual voice is, slightly lighter.
Hmm.
I'm like, you know what? Yeah, fair dues. I mean, like,
That's pretty cool.
like he's invested. He's invested in the role enough that he's like, you know what? These are small things, right? But they actually make quite a bit of difference. Not sure if you heard about. Okay, so what do you think of Arnold Schwarzenegger's acting?
Could take it or leave it.
Okay, so, and when some people say something, you're not sure 100% whether you believe them or not, right?
Yeah.
So he was talking about how he was playing the Terminator.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, well, you don't have to really act to be like the Terminator, right? It means a machine, right? You can act super stiff and be all right, yeah?
Yeah.
But he's like, nah, I made particular head movements. You know how, like, when if it was a what's it called, a security drone or something like that, and it moves to a certain point, and then the rest of it rotates.
Yeah.
So, and he's like, yeah, that's why I was moving my eyes like across my face first, and then when it reaches the edge of my the corner side of my eyes, then turn the rest of my head. I'm like, okay. And he goes, yeah, that's mechanical. I'm like, all right. Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, yeah. Like you deliver it and it makes sense, but I don't know how many times when you're thinking and you're actually acting as that, did you mean to do that? And then you're like, all right, well,
Yeah, he's a joke. Yeah, he's Arnie, but he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's no Kevin Conroy. Imagine him being Batman. That'd be weird. Don't know how to taking it. Back to his animated stuff. You've seen. I'll go back to Batman Beyond because I like that, so I'll talk about it a bit more later. Like the other ones has been in like Justice League Doom. You remember that one?
I have actually not seen it.
Okay.
No, I think I've seen clips of. No, I think I've seen it. So, no, I have seen it. I've seen it.
Yeah, and that's one where they basically still tell the babble, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's good in that as well, being paranoid psycho Batman. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, did he voice in the Flash Thomas Wayne in the? No, he didn't. So
no,
the Flashpoint Paradox.
He voiced Batman or Bruce Wayne in that.
Yeah.
He didn't voice Thomas Wayne.
Yeah.
Thomas Wayne was done by Kevin McKidd, who I have no idea who that is.
Oh, you don't know who he is?
No, he's in Grey's Anatomy apparently. That's all I know.
He's a Scottish guy, by the way.
Scottish, yeah.
Yeah, he's in what was that? He's in Rome, and he's also in this Journeyman. This series called Journeyman, which was kind of like Quantum Leap, but not.
Okay, yep, I've heard of that. Yeah. Yep.
It was interesting, but it kind of just didn't like. It kind of it left on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Because it never got renewed.
Yeah, that sucks. Oh, he's in Star Wars Rebels too. Oh, yeah, no, I remember he was in Star Wars Rebels. Yeah, I watched that. I remember him. Yeah.
Batman Assault on Arkham. You seen that, right?
I've seen
Which
that,
was-
of course. Yeah,
No, see, I thought that was a better Suicide Squad movie than
the first one.
the first Suicide Squad. No, here's the thing though, right?
Hmm.
It's not necessarily better in a certain way, right? If you do direct comparison, it's just like I think they had more freedom in this to do certain things.
Yeah.
Because I thought they had a good cast in Suicide Squad 2016, right?
Yeah.
Because they got the right bits. Parts of it they had done well, and then parts of it just kind of like you're trying to copy Guardians of the Galaxy, but not.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, either should be your own thing, or you should be like, I don't want to say a rip off of a rip off, but it just makes it does make it too apparent that is a rip off of that rather than taking the same vibes.
Yeah. I totally agree.
Yeah.
But this was the better version. Actually could
Yeah.
kill people.
Yeah.
And not
Did
worry
you
about repercussions.
did you see the sequel to this? Well, did you see the sequel? But it's not really a sequel to this.
Oh yeah. Suicide
Which-
Squad, the Golden Compass. It's not called the Golden Compass.
The Golden Compass.
No, it's I don't know why I just said that. I forgot what it's called, but I've seen it. It's got Reverse Flash in it. Yeah.
Oh, is any good?
Yeah, it's
I
good,
haven't
man.
seen
It's
it.
really good.
Kevin Conroy is not in that one though. I don't believe. right?
No, because it's in the new. It's in the DC AU universe. So no.
Wait. So is it just completely not a sequel to this?
Yeah, completely not a sequel. No.
Oh, because the way they look at it, they kind of market it as though it might be.
Yeah, nah. It's completely.
Because at the end
anything.
of this, right? At the end of this, Deadshot's going to shoot Amanda Waller, right?
Yeah.
And then that one just picks up as though nothing happened.
Yeah, because it's different universe. Yeah.
Yeah. But then they have some of the same voice actors in it.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because
Okay.
in that, Christian Slater is the voice of Deadshot.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rather than Neil McDowell. Yeah.
Yeah. Neil McDowell, who is Damien Dark.
Yeah, and M. Bison. Yeah. Forgot about that one, didn't you? Yeah.
Oh my goodness! No, how can I forget? I wanted to forget about that. You just brought it back up. The memories
The
of Irish M. Bison.
M. Bison.
Yeah.
Who has no Irish accent. Who grew up
Yeah.
in Thailand, which made little to no sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen? Okay, you've seen the Killing Joke, right?
No, I didn't bother, man. I couldn't.
Okay. Tell me. Like, I have seen it, but tell me why you didn't bother seeing it.
Because one, I don't like the comic Killing Joke.
Oh, you've read that, right?
Yeah. I didn't like it. And
What? Tell me what you didn't like about that.
the whole, it's gonna sound really bad. The whole sort of, I was up with it until like they shot what's the name, Barbara. I was like, okay, cool. And then the whole getting Jim Gordon naked and beating him and stuff like that, and possibly doing stuff to him, and then him and Batman, Joker and Batman laughing at the end. Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't.
The way you told it, by the way, is like they beat up Jim Gordon while he's naked and they laugh at him together. No, that's not how.
Yeah, it's
that's
not
how.
happening. I mean, like, when Batman and Joker have their confrontation at the end, they just start laughing with each other. There's more to it, but I was like, I don't get this. I don't like it. Yeah.
Yeah, and there was a rumor. I mean, like the way that some people saw those final scenes is so Batman is laughing with the Joker, and then it starts turning into a silhouette, and then like then Batman puts his hands on the Joker's shoulders ish in their direction, while they're laughing, and then when the panels kind of zoom in closer and closer. And then the laughter suddenly stops, so people are saying Batman broke Joker's neck.
Yeah,
because it's not like it tails off; it just is where it's a sudden laughter stop.
Yeah. But
I'm like,
work because it is canon. But yeah.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to say that Joker's not the real Joker. Anyways, I mean the current Joker. Yeah, so that's why you didn't like that the comic. All right, why didn't you watch the animated version?
Didn't like the animated style when I saw clips for it, and then them adding the whole Batman and Barbara Gordon having a relationship and stuff. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not into this.
Well, as far as the Batman animated universe is concerned,
Yeah.
wait, okay. So initially, Barbara Gordon is about 7 years older than Dick Grayson, yeah, which means she's like 3-4 years younger than Batman, maybe.
That's what I'm saying. I don't, because of that whole thing's fluctuating and stuff. I don't even know the ages anymore. But yeah, you're right. There's like
yeah,
a big...
I mean, no, it's not as bad as it seems, except that we're used to it in a certain way.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because of the
I
modern
know
day
that he's like he's stealing his essentially his son's girlfriend.
Yeah,
is the way we're viewing
love
it.
interest. Yeah.
So it's like, well, Batman, you're shady, right?
Yeah.
But I think the era when these guys were doing it, she was relative to his age more than Dick Grayson's.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I watched it and I was like, when it goes into the halfway, actually is the Killing Joke. It's done pretty well. Yeah. It's done. It's done comics accurate. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the section before that where she's dealing with some stalker dude.
Okay.
I know a stalker dude as Barbara Gordon, right?
Yeah.
I think she stops his crime, whatever, and then he's like, oh, I'm gonna get that Batgirl, I'm gonna get that, and then he starts stalking her and trying to whatever, and it's just like, okay, right, and then they legit have Batgirl hooking up with Batman on some rooftop somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Only to cripple her later on, right? Which you knew was coming if you'd read the comics, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just like, all right, how this you first of all, right? But second, it's like he's already got his motivation to stop the Joker and try and not necessarily kill him or whatever, but beat him up or whatever it is, yeah. Take his anger out, however you want to do it, because it's his friend that's been crippled, and then it's the commissioner who's the friend who's also getting trying to turn crazy and stuff like that, So it's like, why are you adding this on top that is not particularly necessary? Not to say, right, that the voice acting is not well done, because it is, but it's just like, you kind of started on a bad taste, and then you guys have to, not carry me through the rest of it, but it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't bother. I was like,
I mean, like, if you're not a fan of the comic, then I probably would say, if you're not intrigued on how they translate that to that, I would say not bother.
Nah, because when I was gonna watch it because of Kevin Conroy, because I love his voice as Batman, but then bits over, I was like, you know what? I just don't need this. I
don't need this in my life.
No, I'll see it eventually, and it's been about 5 years at this point, and I haven't, so I doubt I will.
Yeah. Are you ever going to, or are you just gonna be like, nah, it's alright?
It's alright. I'm not gonna see it.
Okay.
Yeah. Can't. I don't know what it is. I just have no interest.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, so Arkham games wise, right?
Yep.
It was actually like basically his Batman animated series style brought into a game, which is good. Yeah,
pretty much.
I find it a shame sometimes that Bruce Wayne is not in these games, or you can't do stuff as Bruce Wayne in these games, or even if like, it'd be really fun if there was a version of this game where you like, okay, so you can flip between being Batman or Bruce Wayne for certain things.
Yeah.
And obviously you're not going to have as much gadgets as Bruce Wayne, but you can probably get into different locations easier because you're a rich man, right?
Yeah.
You can bribe people, wherever, right? And do the tasks in a different fashion, because you can Batman, you have to hide all the time, right? Bruce Wayne maybe have to sneak in somewhere, but you go into whatever location trying to buy where people can be as Bruce Wayne, and just kind of slide your way in, because then you could have the voice acting as Batman and Bruce Wayne being different and actually involve Bruce Wayne in it, rather than, I know he's at the beginning of Arkham City, but really, how much?
Yeah, I get what you mean, but like, I reckon
that'd be like 2 games in one, wouldn't it?
Not even that. It have to be like a different sort. That would have changed the story completely, really, because like Arkham is all about Batman's one night. He's got to do all this stuff, innit?
Yeah.
So having Bruce Wayne in it be kind of like breaking it up. So you prefer like to do a different game. But I do get what you mean.
Yeah.
Have more Bruce Wayne interaction.
What did you think when he didn't do the voice for Bruce Wayne in Arkham Origins? That makes sense to you?
I had no problem with it. It kind of made
Yeah.
sense to me because it was him younger. So I was like, yeah, he can have a different voice when he's younger. Makes sense.
Yeah. And I think at that point, probably Kevin Conroy's voice couldn't imitate a younger man's voice.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's too old by that point. But it's just like you can't, you know, your voice ages with you
Yeah.
to a certain degree, and you're not going to be able to do certain things that you could have done 10 years ago with a voice.
Mm-hmm. So it made sense for him to have a different voice.
Yeah.
Unlike with like it's a random comparison, and I get it and I don't get it at the same time. Like with Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
With Phantom Pain, they changed the voice.
Yeah.
When you clock the game, you understand why they changed the voice.
Yeah. I haven't played it, but I know why.
Yeah. But then I can see why. Like, what was the point at the same time? If that makes any sense.
Well, yeah. You could have had David Hayter still do the voice.
Mm-hmm.
Just do it in a different way-ish.
Yeah.
But then you might have think, oh, this is Solid Snake when it is. I mean, or the boss when, you know, it isn't.
Yeah. Because that bit made sense to me. I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But then the other thing which kind of shot themselves in the foot before this is like, why does Big Boss and Snake have the same voice? Like Solid Snake and Big Boss have the same voice when they're two different people.
Well, you know, genetically speaking. But then again, as well, why does Liquid not have the same voice?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, you kind of stuck yourself in this corner.
Maybe we'll just say that David Hayter can't do a British accent, maybe.
Yeah.
But the tone is like different as well.
Yeah, so I'm saying that's a bit.
And then why Solid this sound completely different to them as well? So,
yeah. It's kind of like silly, but yeah.
Did you ever play that Batman animated series game Rise of Sinzu?
Yep, I have that, and I have Batman Vengeance. Yeah.
Oh, okay. First, tell me how's this game?
It's like a poor man's Streets of Rage, if I'm honest.
Okay.
Yeah, it was okay at the time, but yeah, it's nothing. Yeah. It's nothing to write home for, if I'm honest.
And is it Sinzu meant to be? And did they put him into canon, or
I don't know, because I remember they made a big thing saying, "Yeah, he's gonna be a brand new character." Blah 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 blah. And I don't think they did anything with him after that. If I'm honest.
Yeah. Do you remember before you go to Batman Vengeance? Right? Do you remember there was a Batman animated series episode of he had his rival? I think it was in 2 episodes, right? At least.
No.
And it was his training rival or something like that.
No.
From way back in the day.
Yeah.
And so he's like, "Oh, Bruce Wayne, you're still a peon. You're still a piece of, you know, whatever, right?"
Yeah.
I will smack you up like, you know, the bitch that you are, apparently, yeah. And I don't think at this point this guy knew that Bruce Wayne was Batman. So he kidnaps him, and he kidnaps, I think, Vicky Vale, whatever female is with at the time, right?
Yeah.
And then Bruce Wayne is like, "All right, well, it's gonna have to be fisticuffs, right?"
Yeah.
And the guy's just kicking the crap out of Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
And then Bruce Wayne, I think, I don't know what it was something. He kicks like a curtain or whatever over the lady.
Yeah.
Right? And then he just goes Batman mode.
Okay.
Not as Batman, as Bruce Wayne. He's just like, well, you know, now she can't see anything. I'm just gonna go and beat him up, right?
Yeah.
And the guy's like, "No, it can't be you." Whatever. No, it can't be you. But you know, he never fathomed that Bruce Wayne could beat him up after all this time, right?
Yeah.
And then he runs off, being, you know, the villains that they are would run off.
Yeah.
And when he pulls the curtain or whatever off the girl, she goes, "Well, what happened?" He goes, "Well, I told the police the truth. That Batman came along and you know, saved us." Because kind of that is the truth.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
But I'm like, oh, so could this Sinzu character could have just been that character ish?
Yeah.
I've got to get while I have a research of what episodes it's called, because and the character name, because you might remember it after that.
Yeah.
I just can't. I'm just having vague recollections, but I can't 100% recall Yeah, let me know what Batman Vengeance you were saying.
Yeah, Batman Vengeance.
Well,
Very
is that
good.
based on the cartoon?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a sequel to Zinzu?
No, it's before Zinzu. This is before
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shinzu is basically a sequel to this, but not a very good one.
Do they acknowledge each other?
Not really, because it's both. It's all in the animated universe. I don't think they really know each other.
And Sinzu and Vengeance are meant to take place in the animated universe, but can be kind of not. If you
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
But I'm pretty sure Vengeance is. Yeah. So it's a detective game really, with just like with some Batman with some fights in it.
Yeah.
I never really got to complete it because I was young and I didn't really understand it. But the story I got through half of it, pretty good.
Yeah.
Like you face Doctor Doom, not Doom,
Dr.
Mr. Freeze,
Doom?
Mr. Freeze, and he says like a catchphrase that always stuck with me, which I think is hilarious and kind of messed up at the same time. He says, "I will shatter you like a child's dream," and for me, that literally is always just stuck in my head. Like that's hilarious. He hates kids.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a real good game. Conroy's voice in it, obviously top-notch voice acting as usual. You know.
Yeah.
I want to try go back and play it at some point on my PlayStation 2. Yeah.
Sure. What was it you were thinking about? Damn it. Something slipped my mind. I was going to say about something, but it slipped my mind.
Oh. Okay. And
go on.
I think he's in another Batman game after that.
So the guy I was talking about, by the way, Kyodai Ken, who's just basically the ninja.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure you remember the episodes where he was fighting a ninja, right? With a Yakuza tattoo on his back, it seems.
No.
Okay.
I don't remember. I'm going to rewatch this whole stuff again anyway.
Yeah, it was called The Night of the Ninja. That's one episode, and The Day of the Samurai is the next.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. I don't want to say the back-to-back episodes, but yeah. Those are the episodes. Yeah.
Right.
I just remember because Bruce Wayne usually it's just at the end where he's telling the truth at the same time it's a lie.
Yeah. But is he really lying? Is he telling the truth?
Yeah. Oh, that's it. What I was going to say. So when they aren't casting Kevin Conroy, like Under the Red Hood and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What how do you see that? Because I think he still could have done Under the Red Hood. Why didn't they get him to do it? You know?
Because I don't think they want people to think it's set in the animated universe.
Oh, true. Okay, fair enough.
So I think they did it that way. So I was like, that makes sense.
What did you think of the other voices, the other guys that have voiced the Batman?
My favorite after Conroy is probably what's his name? Bruce Greenwood.
The Captain Pike.
Yeah.
All right.
And then after
how many times did he do it?
He did it for that, and then he's Batman in the Young Justice cartoon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, was he in that first? Was he in Under the Red Hood first, and then
Under Red Hood's like 2006, if I remember correct, and then
2010,
like
2010, right?
I think.
Yeah.
You might be right.
Wait. Okay. So. All right. So, okay. What is really strange, is that have you seen Death in the Family?
No.
Okay. So Batman Death in the Family is basically this, but with the I haven't seen it either, by the way.
Yeah.
But interactive version.
Yeah.
Which they don't have Jensen Ackles come back as Jason Todd.
Mm.
Now, okay, he's probably really expensive, right?
Yeah.
Fair enough, right? But he's already filmed Night. Yeah, they probably could have got, by the way, someone to voice act Jason Todd for the entire movie, rather than pay Jensen Ackles the day rate for to do the other bits, and it'd be cheaper.
Probably, yeah.
I
didn't know that they didn't get him back for that. That's hilarious.
Yeah. I haven't watched it, so I don't know how the voice acting compares. But funny enough, Jensen Ackles himself plays Batman in
the new
The Long Halloween.
Yeah, the newer DC Universe stuff, innit? The Tomorrowverse, as it's called. Yeah.
Tomorrowverse.
Yeah, that's what it's called. This incarnation of the DC animated universe is the Tomorrowverse.
Why? Oh, because it's the Man of Tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah.
What do you think of Jensen Ackles as Batman, as the voice of Batman?
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I watched The Long Halloween.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I watched the second part first. So I went into it not understanding anything. I was like, wait, what's going on?
All right.
And then so I kind of fell asleep.
Okay, fair enough. No, that makes sense because you're like, what? Where's this going?
Yeah. And then I watched the rest of it, and I was like, I still don't understand. And that's when I found out afterwards, like, oh, this is part 2.
Yeah.
Ooh. But yeah, he's not that bad.
Yeah. I think he actually does. He makes the voice distinction between Batman and Bruce Wayne. I haven't watched it. I've seen the trailers and stuff, and I'm like, I'm intrigued to watch the rest of it, but mainly because I want to see how he pulls off being Batman.
Yeah.
Rather than anything else. Though, not sure if you know, but when they were gonna cast Bruce Wayne in the CW verse, and Supernatural had just finished then, right?
Yeah.
The one of the who was it? One of the producers, maybe it's Greg Berlanti, I'm not sure, right?
Yeah.
Was wanting to cast Jensen Ackles as Bruce Wayne. Well, he's saying, I would like to, like speculative casting, right? And I'm like, all right, I can see that because he's about the age probably that Bruce Wayne would have been at that point, right? And he does look young enough to be comparable to Tyler Hoechlin's Superman-ish. Because he doesn't look, Jensen Ackles does look, he's 40 plus, but he doesn't look old 40 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think he could have pulled off a pretty good Bruce Wayne. Right, you know what? It's funny. So you know Warren Christie. I don't know if you know who Warren Christie is.
Nope.
Have you seen Alphas?
That sounds familiar.
It's like an X-Men. Have you seen Heroes? You've seen Heroes?
Yeah,
right?
I've seen Heroes.
You know, Heroes is kind of like an X-Men ripoff, yeah?
Yeah.
So Alphas is like a Heroes ripoff, which makes it also an X-Men ripoff, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
He was the main character in that. His ability, Warren Christie played the guy who had just a super parkour abilities.
Okay,
right.
Yeah.
Super hyper, like awareness, and agility or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Low key level Spider-Man probably, right?
Okay, yeah.
Daredevil and Spider-Man combined. I don't know, but anyways, yeah. So I'm like, all right, because Kevin Conroy had been cast as old Bruce Wayne by this point, yeah. So I'm like, and the guy they were saying about casting Jensen Ackles as the more current modern day Batman, right?
Okay, yeah.
And I could see Jensen Ackles growing into being old Kevin Conroy, like the brown hair, they kind of I don't want to say similar facial features, but like you're like, all right, I can see how this guy was growing to that guy, yeah.
Yeah.
But they cast Warren Christie who has black hair. And it's short black hair at the point, right? Even though that doesn't make a huge difference, right? But it's just like, okay, that's a choice. Yeah, but if you're gonna say alternate universes and whatnot, so it doesn't really make a huge difference to here or there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, just would have been like, oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah. So you don't mind how the guys. Well, yeah, you're gonna give Long Halloween a second watch.
Yeah. I'll watch both parts, and then I can actually give it proper judgment. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
At some point.
But you don't mind like Batman not being like, if it's relevant in the universe, not being Kevin Conroy. It doesn't always have to be Kevin Conroy, but I guess in our heads it's stuck being that voice.
Yeah.
That particular voice of him being Batman. Though. Is it Troy Baker played Batman and Joker at one point? Not at the same time, because that'd have been. I mean, you'd
I'm
have
pretty
to
sure
be
he has. Like you said, I think he has done both somehow.
Like, didn't he? Okay, if I'm correct, though, I could be off key, so I'm gonna have to type in. But didn't he play Batman in Arkham Origins?
Yep.
Okay, and then where did he play Joker?
I don't know. You know.
Yeah.
I want to say maybe one of the Injustice games. I think I don't know.
Yeah, it's yeah, but it's like, oh, Well, this guy, he's playing the Joker and he's trained Black Man. All right, okay, you know.
Multi-talented.
Yeah, exactly. Why not if you can, right?
Yeah. Get that money, buddy. You know.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, but would you think they're gonna cast Troy Baker as Batman, as in like the new Batman animated voice ongoing?
Maybe. Probably. Makes sense. Or because I know people saying, "Oh, I should retire that animated universe Batman." Well, the old animated universe Batman. I was like, they kind of done that already. So
Yeah, I thought that was already
yeah, exactly.
You were saying about Batman Beyond.
Yeah, because basically, Batman Beyond in that episode in Justice League.
Yeah,
they kind of retired that Batman. So
no, but you were gonna speak about.
Yeah, I was
Batman,
just saying that I liked him in that. Like I like the old grizzled Batman. Him doing a voice of someone who's actually older.
Yeah.
Than he is in real life as well. Which because he's kind of young, complete to me now.
Well,
he died.
See, Batman in that is about 80.
Yeah.
Would you say? Because he's proper old and decrepit.
Yeah. Surprised he lived that long. Yeah.
but yeah. But Kevin Conroy is like 20 years younger than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh wow.
But the thing is, like, it doesn't not suit the like. He can play himself older because he's still got that authority with that voice.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'll miss the dude. He was also good as Batman in the Injustice games.
Yeah.
Because that's I always kind of got a vibe as well. That was like a weird side shoot off of the animated universe.
How do you mean? To be fair, I haven't played it, so I don't know.
Yeah, because it's got most of the voice actors from like the cartoons and stuff in it.
As their particular roles, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, that's pretty cool because it was him. Superman was played by the dude who did Superman.
John Daly.
Like
John Daly.
It's either John Daly or George.
No, you mean Sam Daly, right?
Sam Daly. Sorry, wait. You've confused me.
I was just needling you when I said John Daly.
That's what I was like. Wait a minute, you got me, guy. Because in Justice League Unlimited, Superman's got a different voice.
Yeah.
Than in the, which I preferred, if I'm honest. But
yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to remember what I was trying to say.
Oh, hold on. So Roger Craig Smith does the voice of Batman for Batman Arkham Origins, right?
Is it?
I've just researched it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I just had a look at it now. I have a follow up, but I'll let you finish first.
I forgot what my follow up was.
Okay.
I got
All
a bit
right.
sidetracked.
Okay, so Batman Year One, right? Have you seen that movie, that animated movie?
Yeah, it was alright.
Yeah. So
Ben
Benjamin
McKenzie. Yep.
Yeah. Gordon from Gotham does that voice, and I have to say, look, I've seen him in Gotham. He's fine in that, right?
Mm.
But he just plays in playing Bruce Wayne in Batman Year One. It's a bit. I don't want to say phoned in because they're not that. It's just like a bit. It's less. In an animated movie, he's not very animated voice-wise.
Yeah. He's not. And I would also say it is kind of phoned in. But yeah.
Well, okay. I don't want to say it's necessarily stilted or whatever, right? But it's just like a bit more emotionless.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not to knock the guy. He can do stuff. But yeah. Yeah. And it's like one of those things where I'm like, oh, but shouldn't you have got Kevin Conroy to do that because it makes sense?
Yeah, but no.
It's like, all right, fair enough.
Because a lot of times I think they do these sort of things. Yeah, it's just so people don't get confused with what universe it's in.
Yeah.
And even though people still do, because people are people, but that's what a lot of time I think reason why they don't get him to do every Batman voice, because they're like, oh, it's a continuation to this, and they're like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
And they got
Well, I think the Batman animated series stuff has a certain style of illustration to it.
Yeah.
Of animation, yeah?
Yeah.
So you could say that's in that continuity. Whereas I wouldn't say, for example, Batman, Superman, Public Enemies, and Apocalypse would be, in that universe. Yeah.
But
in fact, it's fun. Okay, let me ask you, because I know Ed McGuinness drew Batman, Superman, Public Enemies, and Michael Turner drew Batman, Superman, Apocalypse, right?
Mm.
So, as far as animation goes, are they consistently animated, or are they animated to the style of the people that drew their comics?
They're animated to the style of people who drew the comics.
Oh, so Batman, Superman, Public Enemies, and Superman, Batman, Public Enemies, and Superman, Batman, Apocalypse look like they're just two different films.
Yeah,
but
they are sequels.
Yeah. That's why. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, and technically as well, Justice League versus the Fatal Five. That's technically a continuation from the animated series. Universe. Yeah.
Just before because we're talking a lot about Batman stuff, right?
Yeah.
Kevin Conroy also did the voice of Merman in Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up as well. Yeah. Which I noticed straight away. I was like, that's Kevin. That's awesome. I think I said that in our review as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But yeah, I mean, like just that's a side tangent. We're gonna go back to the Batman stuff, right?
Yeah.
What stories would you have liked to have seen? Because at one point, didn't they say? I think Kevin Conroy said, "Oh, Batman Arkham Knight was going to be the last time he's going to voice Batman."
Yeah.
Until then, they did. He said that basically, unless they do the Killing Joke, right?
Yeah.
Because me and Mark Hamill are up for that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, okay, fair enough. But what would you have liked to have seen? Like, what Batman stories that you offhand would have liked to have seen? Like they do an animation and Kevin Conroy do the voice of.
Batman R.I.P. That would have been cool.
Oh yeah. That's a wacky. That's kind of a. You know what? It's a wacky one as well, though. By the way.
Yeah, that's why I want it because it's so confusing.
Yeah, it's a bit insane, but also, yeah.
Another Batman. Ooh, wait.
Wait. So he has to do the voice of Batman and Zara and R.
Yeah.
That's a crazy one.
And I would have liked to seen another Batman Beyond movie with him.
Yeah.
That would have been pretty cool.
Yeah.
What's another weird Batman storyline?
Oh, sorry. We were saying something about Batgirl. Oh yeah. So Batgirl hooked up with Batman in Killing Joke, but I said there's precedence to that because in Batman the Anime series, Nightwing the Lost Years, right?
Yeah.
I believe. Kind of. Okay, so you saw that episode where Dick splits from Batman, right? I can't remember what it's called, but I think also it partially do is like Bruce was coming on to like Barbara or whatever as well, and then Dick's like, "What?" I'm gonna say Bruce is not completely innocent and all this stuff, or maybe she was coming on to him when she's still supposed to be going out with Dick, and he's like, "What are you? What's up with you, woman?"
Is that what? I can't remember. Oh, okay.
Well, no. I think because it was that one episode in Batman Animated Series where Batman's beating up a criminal.
Yeah, in front of his kid.
Like, yeah. Like that's enough, right?
Yeah.
And then I think that was the last straw. I don't know if there's any other stuff behind all of that.
Yeah.
Their relationship in the what's it called in that is kind of yeah.
Yeah.
You read Dark Knight Returns, right?
Yeah, didn't like it, but yeah, I read that.
Okay.
Yep.
They did the animated movie, and Peter Weller did the voice for that.
Yeah, that made sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
to me.
Would you have preferred Kevin Conroy do the voice for it, or
No,
like,
I think
because I think he was about the age at the time that he could have. Yeah.
I don't know. I think Peter Weller did it well because he's that old cranky old man. So I was like, yeah, that makes sense to me. I was alright with it. I don't know if Conroy's voice would have suited that, if I'm honest.
Well, well, I mean, he did the voice for old Batman in Batman Beyond, so
Yeah, but that's like different. That's that
I tell you
universe.
what, as well, I'm gonna go for an off-key one. That I would be interested to see as an animated movie.
Mm.
But I don't know if I don't know how they're gonna pull off with the rights and stuff. But Batman versus the Predator.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think Conroy's voice would have suited that. Like it's been like a special adventure, whatever one of all the crossovers. But yeah,
Yeah, could have worked.
yeah,
I'm trying to think what else.
yeah. Batman versus Batman Judge Dredd.
Nah, I don't really care for that.
Batman Ninja Turtles.
That's
We
good.
didn't get him to do it, unfortunately.
No, but that would have been kind of cool for him in that.
Yeah.
Who else is there? I'm trying to think. I would say like Batman War Games, but that's too long.
War Games.
Yeah.
Oh, the one where Batman tried to basically drive Tim Drake insane.
Yeah. Yep. And
Well, that's the aftermath, right?
Yeah.
Of it. Yeah. 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 I was gonna say I'm just reading some more Tim Drake stuff, right?
Yeah.
And Batman's he's like Tim Drake's parents, right? They went off to the plane got shut down in Haiti somewhere.
Yeah.
And he's like, but then there's a video of them being held up for ransom, yeah? You need to pay the ransom. And Batman's like, Alfred, don't tell Tim Drake about this video. Also, you're gonna say, Batman, let him think that his parents are dead. Shut up, man.
Yeah. Bruce is a bit of a dick. Yeah.
I get why he did it, but it's just the way that it's just like, it's just done for tension rather than any logic.
Yeah.
Because what do you gain? Exactly.
Nothing.
Yeah. I mean, like, you can say, the hope that they're still alive or whatever, but it's like, he's probably think they're dead anyway, so.
Yeah. It's like, come on, dude. Just let his parents know.
Would you like to see a Batman No Man's Land animated? It would be a series, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
They break that into like 3-4 movies.
Yeah, because there's no way you could tell that in one story and then give it justice.
Yeah. Did he do the voice for? He didn't do Batman Hush, did he?
No, that was Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa.
No, I forgot his name. Jason. 1 second. No, but he didn't do that because that was part of the DC New 52 continuity. So he didn't do that.
Did you ever?
Jason O'Meara, that's it. Yeah. There we go.
Did you ever?
But he did play Thomas Wayne in Batman versus Robin. Yeah.
That'd make. You know what's funny is like so when the Batman series was happening, I think was it Adam West did a voice acting of Thomas Wayne at one point.
Yeah.
Playing the father of. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, that's neat. And I was like, at this point, if you're going to cast a new, younger Batman, Kevin Conroy could have played the Thomas Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he did it in what was it? Because I know in the Batman, that cartoon, Adam West was the voice of the mayor of Gotham as well.
Yeah.
And
Adam West did the voice for the Grey Ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was Batman's idol.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd been that was kind of neat. Yeah. I like the thing is there's loads of Batman stories that would be good to do in animation.
Yeah.
Obviously the guy most suitable for these voice acting is Kevin Conroy, right? Like, as we know, but like generations removed from us, right? Who do you think is going to be the next of the current? Would you say one of the current people they've cast as Batman would be the next the most notable voice for Batman?
I don't think so. I don't think they've found that person yet.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, yeah, I kind of agree-ish. But it just might be one of those things where we see 10 years down the line, and one of these guys actually starts gripping at the iconic Batman voice. As a favorite voice actor. You never know.
Because like the only other person I kind of see as it, but for like the other Batman who's hilarious, and I find it that is the guy who did the Batman's voice in Batman the Brave and the Bold. I forgot his name.
Dietrich Miller.
Is that his name?
Or am I thinking of? Is it?
Because he does the voice of Batman in the Harley Quinn cartoon as well. Oh, what's his name?
Let me see if I've got the thing right. Brave and the Bold. That's the one that's a bit more
kid friendly.
Yeah. Dietrich Bader, sorry.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Because he's funny. But yeah, so that's the only thing I can think of. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Long storied voice acting career for Kevin Conroy.
Yeah. Also, he quick little side tangent. There's a cartoon called The Venture Brothers, and he appears in that as this superhero called what's his name? 1 second. It's like Captain Daylight, or Sunlight, or something like that.
Okay.
And it's funny.
Is it just a send up of him being Batman, but like not a complete kind of parody?
It's like he's basically taking Captain Sunshine. That's it. It's kind of like a weird piss take out of Superman.
Yeah.
And he keeps having like boy sidekicks that die.
Okay.
And there's other weird connotations behind it, like that he does stuff to him. It's weird and it's hilarious. So
yeah.
I'll try and find you the clip for it, but yeah, it's hilarious.
Fair. Look, I mean, the thing is, like, good on him. Like, okay, fair. Some people are too precious about certain roles, but it's like, no, I can have a lot. I can have. Even though I play a serious character, I'm not a serious character myself. And that's good. That's good.
That's why I love Adam West as well, because he just didn't care.
Yeah. It's a shame that he actually, I mean, like, most of his career was doing the voice acting for Batman, but would you have liked to, not necessarily be see him in a live action Batman related something, right? But just like more live action, or would you think, it's because you didn't see what he looked like, you could template the voice worked in that sense, if you get what I mean. It's like you didn't have a bias as to going, all right, he looks like this, therefore I expect this.
Yeah.
Like when we see Vin Diesel and we're like, all right, if Vin Diesel does the voice acting, we kind of
Vin Diesel.
Yeah. So I think in some ways it's fortunate that you didn't see what came. Like it didn't destroy the illusion. Actually, have you seen Mark Hamill do the Joker voice?
Yeah.
It's a bit strange seeing him do it.
Yeah,
live,
because I can see him whenever I hear his voice. I can see the Joker, but I can't see him doing the voice like you said. Yeah.
Even that time he played the Trickster in The Flash, where he was doing the Joker voice.
Yeah.
It was strange.
Yeah, it's just like, oh well.
Because it's like the voice change. The voice changes with the guy. If you know what I mean. It's like okay, I could believe him being the Joker. When you see it, though, you're like, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't even think I first knew Mark Hamill was the voice of the Joker when I first heard it.
No, I didn't know until I was a lot older. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. But yeah. Okay. So yeah, you would you have liked to see Kevin Conroy in some like see him act in stuff? Not I want to say not necessarily non-Batman related and stuff like that. Just
I would have liked to see that. Yeah. Would be cool.
No, but just I can because I don't think I've any aside from the Crisis on Infinite Earth. I've actually not seen him live act in anything. And he seemed like from that short sequence that he did, he can do live as well, live performances.
Yeah, he used to be in theatre and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but as far as the evidence is concerned that I have viewed,
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in anything else that.
Totally. Oh, gosh. Oh. But yeah, I'd like to see him more. Rest in peace, though, man. You were my childhood and my adulthood and everything. So thank you for all the memories and stuff you've done.
Mm-hmm. The voice of Batman for what?
Generation.
The immediate yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You did us proud, man. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay,
so let's guess that's us signing off. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And our tribute to the great Kevin. Rest in peace, homie. Rest in peace. So yeah, let us know your Kevin Conroy memories. Is he the default Batman voice in your head? What's your favorite episodes of him in Batman, the animated series, or Justice League, or any of the animated films he's been in? Also, was he awesome in Batman Beyond? Because I believe he was. Yeah, I don't know why I quickly slipped that in. Well, I have sorry, and also how you can tell us about that is contact us through Instagram, Twitter, email. All that lovely details can be found in our description down below, or wherever you're watching this on or listening to it on. It should be there somewhere. And I have been the man who's had many sidekicks because I'm a douche, Kyle Charles, and
I'm the man who punched Supergirl in the face and got electrocuted to death by Batwoman. Then it turns out I'm not the Paragon. What Paragon was it meant to be?
I want to say Hope, but it's not.
No, it's not. Like that.
That's Supergirl, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can't remember.
I don't know. The plot twist. I was not that Paragon, anyways.
Yeah.
CY Chung.
It was her all along. Yeah.
Exactly.
God. And yeah, so thank you guys for listening and taking a trip with us around the multiverse. And once again, thank you, Kevin. Bye.
Right.
You're in my chair.
Yeah. Guess I am.
Where the devil have you been?
I had some stuff to take care of.
Enigma's overrated, especially at 3 a.m. You could have called. I made you some soup, but it's cold.
Sorry. Didn't mean to worry you.
I was worried about Gotham. If Batman's not around.
I've got it covered. Always.
Kent called. Nothing apocalyptic, he just wants your opinion on a case he's working. Said you could meet him at the Metro Tower.
Right. Better suit up.
You should eat something first. Keep up your strength.
When I get back.
You're a stubborn piece of work, you know that.
Just like my old man. Did you see that?
Fire.